Well, I know I often joke about the walls closing in, but this is a pretty big deal. Hillary Clinton and Barack Obama have been caught basically dead to rights by Tulsi Gabbard and her team. By the way, leave a like on the video for Tulsi Gabbard. You know, there are people like Pam Bondi that Trump appointed that I think are doing horrible jobs. But someone like Tulsi Gabbard and RFK Jr., I think are doing excellent jobs. I think it's important that we show love where, where it's deserved. Let's start with Hillary Clinton. Hillary Clinton approved the plan hatched by her top campaign advisor to smear Trump with fake claims of Russia collusion. According to brand new declassified files, which we're going to look at, Clinton went on TV for the next several years to push a narrative she knew was fake. Here's the thing. Hillary Clinton approved a plan hatched by a top campaign advisor to smear then candidate Donald Trump with false claims of Russian collusion and to distract from her own mounting email scandal during the 2016 campaign, according to brand new explosive intelligence files declassified today. The intelligence came from two memos obtained by the Obama administration in the lead up to the Clinton-Trump contest that laid out confidential conversations between members of the Democratic National Committee and liberal billionaire George Soros. This is crazy. This is actually the smoking gun. The plan included to raise the theme of Putin's support for Trump and subsequently steering public opinion towards a notion that it needed to equate that the Russian leader's political influence campaign was actually hacking the election infrastructure. Clinton approved the plan proposed by one of her foreign policy advisors, Julian Smith, to smear Donald Trump by magnifying the scandal to the intrusion by the Russian special services pre-election process to benefit the Republican candidate, one declassified memo reads. Like, they actually have them. Now, will they arrest them? I hope so. Will there be charges? This would be one hell of a time for Pam Bondi to start doing her job. Clinton approved a plan proposed by one of her foreign policy advisors, Julian Smith, to smear Donald Trump. Smith would go on to serve as former President Joe Biden's ambassador to NATO. A two-pronged Democratic Party opposite is focused on discrediting Trump. Among other things, the Clinton staff, with support from special services, is preparing scandalous revelations of business relations between Trump and the Russian mafia, another declared. The memos point to then President Barack Obama potentially seeking to shut down the FBI's probe of Clinton and her use of private email servers to receive highly classified information while Secretary of State. This is huge. Like, this is actually huge. Like, this is massive. Trump has to go after them. Trump absolutely, positively has to go after him. This is Hillary Clinton, on TV for years talking about this.
I think that there is a lot to investigate, and I'm personally very grateful that somebody of the stature of Robert Mueller would be there conducting this investigation. He's a totally straight arrow guy. I mean,
is he?
If it's there, it's there. If it's not, it's not. And I really believe
he
will be honest and transparent and tell us whatever it is he finds. But
she knew. She knew what he was going to find. Isn't that interesting? She knew what he was going to find because they told him what to find, bros. That's the reality.
I say in the book, and I try to explain what bothers me.
She used it to sell a book too, by the way, which should be a crime, should be investigated.
Too many connections to be called just coincidences.
Oh, is it?
Just are. And
okay,
some
the
of
connections
it is
you made.
Financial entanglements, and some of it is hunting for, negative information about me, and some of it is calling, people and trying to hide the connections and the meetings and the calls and all of that.
None of that happened. That was literally all made up by Hillary Clinton. All of it. Hillary Clinton made it up. That's the source. Like, I'm not kidding. That's the source.
All of that has gone on. Now, there's a lot of smoke, and whether or not there's fire, we need to figure it out. But here is what's important. Put the investigation into Trump, his associates, and everybody else to one side.
She knew it was fake at this time, by the way. She knew it was fake.
There is no denying that the Russians interfered in the
Whoa.
election. Whether or not they had willing or unwitting help from the Trump team, They interfered, and they did
No, they
so to help him and hurt me.
No, they didn't.
And they did so to destabilize our democracy.
Did not.
They have not stopped.
No evidence.
What's not clear from your book is whether you think that the Trump campaign was colluding in this.
We don't know the answer to that. That is part of what is being explored. There are some serious questions because what happened when the emails of my campaign manager, John Podesta, were stolen by the Russian intelligence
Were they?
services.
Did you have any evidence of that?
Americans. They have hacked American websites, American accounts of private people, of institutions. Then they have given that information to WikiLeaks for the purpose of putting it on the internet.
This is, I mean, she is completely red-handed. They also they also show the origins of the plan to link Trump with Russia around 9 months before the 44th president ordered a post-election intelligence assessment claiming the same in December 2016. The assessment published January 2017 included over the objections of senior CIA officials, details from since debunked dossier put together by former MI6 spy Christopher Steele. We know the Steele dossier, the Piss dossier, all this stuff. An opposition research project funded in part by Clinton's campaign and the DNC. The special services cited that one of the memos referred to an intelligence activities of Obama's CIA and FBI, which may have included the work on the Trump dossier author, Christopher Steele, included the work. In March 2016, then FBI Deputy Director Andrew McCabe shared the memos with senior officials at the Department of Justice, suggesting a plot to launch an investigation based on the Democratic document. Open Society Foundation's Senior Vice President Leonard Bernardo was looped in on the scheme and laid out the stages that was later projected to cover. During the first stage of the campaign, due to the lack of direct evidence, it was decided to disseminate the necessary information through the FBI affiliated technical structures, in particular, the CrowdStrike and ThreatConnect companies, from where the information would be disseminated through leading U.S. publications. Absolutely insane. The media analysis on the DNC hacking appears solid, and others stated. Julie says there will be a long-term affair to demonize Putin and Trump. Now it's good for a post-convention bounce. Later, the FBI will put more oil on the fire. Can you believe this? They're literally saying, hey, we're going to work with the FBI, and this is how we're going to use it. We're going to work with the FBI, and they're going to help us demonize Trump. Hillary Clinton and Barack Obama 110% use the FBI to smear Donald Trump, and they should be arrested for it. Here you have the declassified documents. One shocking July 27, 2016 missive noted, HRC approved Julia's idea about Trump and Russian hackers hampering U.S. elections. This should distract people from her own missing email, especially if the affair goes beyond Olympic level. Boom, red-handed. The point is making the Russian play a U.S. domestic issue. The email also stated, in absence of direct evidence, CrowdStrike and ThreatConnect will supply the media, and GRU, Russia's foreign intelligence arm, will hopefully carry on to give more facts. Special counsel John Durham uncovered the information during a multi-year intelligence probe during the 2016 election. Smith was at minimum playing a role in the Clinton campaign's efforts to tie Trump to Russia, Durham concluded. Attorney General Pam Bondi, FBI Director Kash Patel, and other members of the U.S. Intelligence Committee declassified the file from Durham's probe at a request of Chuck Glassy. Based on the Durham annex, the Obama FBI failed to adequately review, investigate intelligence report showing the Clinton campaign may have been ginning up the fake Trump or Russia narrative for the Clintons' political gain, which was ultimately done through the Steele dossier, which means Grassley said in his statements. And other means, sorry. This is crazy. Bondi and Patel insisted that the public disclosure would restore Americans' trust in government and provide accountability. No, it won't. It will not do that until they are arrested. This Department of Justice, alongside the CIA, is committed to truth, transparency, and will continue to support the good faith efforts by Congress to hold the government accountable. Bondi said, the American people deserve the full, unfiltered truth about the Russia collusion hoax and political abuse of our justice system it exposed. Added Patel, today's declassification and release of documents tied to the Durham report is another step towards accountability. Not until we have arrests. When we have arrests of Hillary Clinton and her and firing, I mean, has Kash Patel even fired these people that were involved in it? You know, has he fired any of these people? Like, this is great. I want to give credit where credit is due, but now it's time to arrest Hillary Clinton. It's time to arrest Hillary Clinton. It's time to truly investigate Barack Obama. The FBI and DOJ were ordered by Barack Obama not to arrest Hillary Clinton for espionage, even though there was a violation of it. You know, these new documents prove that she was absolutely involved in it. Here are some authorized for release. You know, the media, this is what I just read. These are the documents that were released. She absolutely positively approved outright lies about Donald Trump. I think he can and should arrest Hillary Clinton now. You see this? You know, FBI caught burning smoking gun thumb drives that contain unreviewable info. You know, if I'm indicted, it'll take half the DNC with me. I'm good with that. I mean, are we covering this? Is this on other websites? Well, not yet. We've got Hulk Hogan there. Here it is. Bombshell dossier from FBI burn bags claims Hillary was behind the plot to smear. They published this, just moments ago. Let's see. Let's see if Trump can do it. Let's see if Pam Bondi can do anything. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure you leave a like on it. If you haven't yet, subscribe or follow down below, and we'll talk to you again real soon.